Thomas Cook is a name that resonates with travelers worldwide. Known as the father of modern tourism, Cook's life story is a testament to innovation, perseverance, and the transformative power of vision. Born into modest circumstances, he rose to redefine the concept of travel, making it an accessible activity for people of all classes. His pioneering work created an industry that continues to flourish, enabling millions to explore the world with ease and enjoyment. Before Thomas Cook, travel was either a luxury for the wealthy or a necessity for work. Leisure travel, especially for the middle and working classes, was virtually non-existent. The infrastructure was insufficient, and the costs were prohibitive. Traveling for pleasure was fraught with logistical challenges, from securing transportation to finding safe accommodations. Cook's contributions not only solved these practical issues, but also changed the societal perception of travel, transforming it into an enjoyable, enlightening experience. Cook's era was one of rapid transformation. The Industrial Revolution was reshaping economies, societies, and the very fabric of daily life. Railways were spreading across Europe, creating new opportunities for mobility. Against this backdrop, Cook saw potential where others saw limitations. He envisioned a world where travel could educate, inspire, and connect people. His faith-driven philosophy and entrepreneurial spirit turned this vision into reality. Thomas Cook was born on November 22, 1808, in Melbourne, Derbyshire, a quaint village surrounded by the English countryside. His family was of modest means, and his early life reflected the struggles common to working-class households of the time. His father, John Cook, died when Thomas was only 4 years old, leaving his mother, Elizabeth, to raise him alone. Despite these challenges, Elizabeth instilled in her son a strong work ethic and a deep sense of faith. As a child, Cook received a basic education at the village school, but financial constraints meant he had to contribute to the household income from a young age. At 10, he began an apprenticeship with a cabinet maker, a trade he pursued for several years. This early exposure to craftsmanship honed his practical skills and fostered a meticulous attention to detail that would later serve him well in organizing complex travel itineraries. Cook's formative years were profoundly influenced by his involvement with the Baptist Church. The teachings of the church emphasized community service, personal discipline, and the importance of moral living. These principles became cornerstones of his character. His commitment to the temperance movement, which advocated abstinence from alcohol, was a direct outgrowth of his faith. Cook believed that sobriety was essential for individual and societal well-being, a conviction that would shape his early ventures into organized travel. Cook's work with the temperance movement exposed him to the power of collective action. He recognized that organizing people toward a common goal could bring about significant change. This realization planted the seeds for his later efforts in group travel. Though his early life was marked by hardship, it was also rich in experiences that cultivated resilience, creativity, and a sense of purpose. The pivotal moment in Thomas Cook's life occurred on July 5, 1841, when he organized his first group excursion. The idea came to him during a walk from his home in Market Harborough to Leicester, a 15-mile journey undertaken to attend a meeting of the Temperance Society. As he trudged along, Cook contemplated the difficulties faced by his fellow advocates, many of whom lacked affordable transportation to attend such gatherings. Inspired, Cook approached the Midland Counties Railway with an ambitious proposal. He negotiated to charter a train that could carry a large group of temperance supporters to a rally in Loughborough. The railway company agreed, and Cook set about organizing the excursion. He arranged tickets, promoted the event, and coordinated logistics, charging 1 shilling per person for the round trip. On the appointed day, over 500 people participated in the journey, marking the first instance of organized group travel. The event was a resounding success. Participants praised Cook's efforts for making the trip affordable and enjoyable, while the railway company benefited from increased ticket sales. For Cook, this excursion was more than just a logistical achievement. It was a revelation. He had discovered a way to combine his passion for social causes with a viable business model, laying the groundwork for what would become a lifelong enterprise. Encouraged by this initial success, Cook continued organizing group trips, primarily for temperance society events. These early excursions were local and modest in scale, but they introduced several principles that would define Cook's approach to travel. First, he emphasized affordability, negotiating favorable rates with railway companies to keep costs low. Second, he prioritized safety and convenience, ensuring that participants could travel without worry. Third, he saw travel as an opportunity for education and moral improvement, aligning his ventures with the temperance movement's broader goals. By the mid-1840s, Cook's reputation as an organizer had grown significantly. He expanded his excursions to include leisure trips, recognizing that the demand for affordable travel extended beyond social causes. One notable early tour was a trip to Liverpool for working-class families who were eager to visit the bustling port city. For many participants, this was their first opportunity to travel outside their hometowns, and the experience proved transformative. Cook's innovative approach quickly gained traction. His excursions appealed to a burgeoning middle class eager to explore new destinations. The rapid expansion of railway networks across Britain provided the infrastructure needed to support his ventures, while the growing interest in leisure activities created a ready market. Cook's ability to anticipate and respond to these trends demonstrated his entrepreneurial acumen. The period from 1841 to 1845 marked a critical phase in the development of Cook's business. During these years, he refined his methods, forged partnerships with railway companies, and established himself as a pioneer in the nascent travel industry. His excursions were not without challenges. Logistical issues, financial risks, and occasional setbacks tested his resolve. However, Cook's determination and resourcefulness enabled him to overcome these obstacles, solidifying his reputation as a visionary leader. Cook's early ventures laid the foundation for a travel revolution. They demonstrated the feasibility of organized group travel and highlighted its potential to enrich lives and strengthen communities. By making travel accessible to ordinary people, Cook was not only addressing a practical need, but also promoting a broader vision of social and cultural exchange. These principles would guide his work as he expanded his operations in the years to come. The mid-1840s marked a turning point in Thomas Cook's career as he transitioned from a local organizer of excursions to a professional travel entrepreneur. In 1845, he established Thomas Cook & Son, laying the formal foundation for his business. This period saw Cook expand his offerings beyond temperance society events, catering to a growing demand for leisure travel among Britain's middle class. One of Cook's most significant innovations during this time was the concept of package tours. These tours provided travelers with an all-inclusive experience, covering transportation, accommodation, meals, and itineraries. For many, this convenience transformed the often daunting prospect of travel into an enjoyable and stress-free adventure. Package tours became the hallmark of Cook's business, setting a precedent that continues to define the travel industry. Cook's first major package tour was organized in 1846 to Scotland, a destination known for its breathtaking landscapes and cultural heritage. The tour included visits to iconic sites such as Edinburgh, Glasgow, and the Highlands. Participants were provided with detailed travel guides, maps, and recommendations, ensuring they could make the most of their experience. This level of planning and attention to detail quickly earned Cook a reputation for reliability and excellence. In 1851, Cook capitalized on the Great Exhibition in London, a landmark event that attracted millions of visitors from across Britain and beyond. Recognizing the opportunity, he organized trips to the exhibition, making it accessible to people from various parts of the country. His efforts included negotiating discounted railway fares and arranging accommodations for travelers, many of whom were visiting London for the first time. The success of this venture demonstrated the scalability of Cook's business model and solidified his status as a pioneer in the travel industry. As his business grew, Cook began to look beyond Britain, turning his attention to the continent. The 1850s saw the expansion of railway networks across Europe, creating new possibilities for international travel. In 1855, Cook organized his first continental tour, taking British tourists to the Paris exhibition. This marked the beginning of a new phase in his career, characterized by international outreach and cultural exchange. The European tours were meticulously planned, with Cook handling every detail from transportation and lodging to sightseeing and meals. These tours offered participants an opportunity to experience the art, architecture, and history of Europe in a structured and affordable manner. For many, it was their first exposure to foreign cultures, and the experience left a lasting impression. Cook's emphasis on education through travel resonated with his clientele, many of whom saw these tours as an opportunity for personal and intellectual growth. Cook's success on the continent prompted him to introduce further innovations. One of the most notable was the creation of prepaid vouchers, which travelers could use for accommodation and services during their journeys. These vouchers simplified financial transactions and provided a sense of security, particularly for those unfamiliar with foreign currencies. This system was a precursor to modern travelers' checks and credit cards, highlighting Cook's foresight in anticipating the needs of his customers. Another milestone was the publication of travel handbooks and guides, which provided practical information about destinations, including cultural norms, local attractions, and essential phrases in foreign languages. These guides were tailored to the needs of British tourists and became indispensable companions for travelers. They reflected Cook's commitment to making travel both accessible and enriching. By the 1860s, Thomas Cook and Son had established itself as a leading name in the travel industry. The company's growth was driven by Cook's relentless pursuit of innovation and his ability to adapt to changing circumstances. His partnership with railway companies remained central to his operations, allowing him to offer competitive prices and expand his reach. Cook's business model was also notable for its emphasis on inclusivity. He believed that travel should be a right, not a privilege, and worked tirelessly to make it accessible to as many people as possible. Despite his growing success, Cook faced numerous challenges during this period. The logistics of organizing large-scale tours required careful planning and coordination, and even minor disruptions could have significant consequences. Competition from other travel organizers also posed a threat, prompting Cook to continually refine and improve his services. Nevertheless, his unwavering commitment to quality and customer satisfaction enabled him to maintain a competitive edge. Cook's achievements during this era transformed the travel landscape, setting new standards for the industry. His package tours and international excursions opened up a world of possibilities for ordinary people, enabling them to explore places and cultures they had only read about. More than just a businessman, Cook was a visionary who understood the transformative power of travel. His work not only revolutionized tourism but also contributed to a broader cultural shift, promoting the idea of travel as a means of education, inspiration, and connection. The success of Thomas Cook's domestic and European tours inspired him to expand his vision even further. By the late 1860s, Cook began exploring opportunities for international travel to destinations beyond Europe. His ambition was to create a global network of tours that would open up new horizons for his clients and solidify his reputation as a pioneer in the travel industry. This period of expansion was marked by remarkable achievements, including the development of tours to the Middle East, North America, and Asia. In 1869, Cook organized his first group tour to Egypt, a destination that held immense allure for travelers fascinated by its ancient history and cultural heritage. This venture was particularly challenging due to the logistical complexities of arranging travel in a region with limited modern infrastructure. Cook worked closely with local guides and operators to ensure a smooth experience for his clients. The tour included visits to iconic sites such as the Pyramids of Giza, the Sphinx, and the temples along the Nile River. For many participants, it was a once-in-a-lifetime journey that blended adventure with education. Cook's excursions to Egypt also played a significant role in popularizing the concept of grand tours to the Middle East. These tours offered an immersive experience, combining sightseeing with opportunities to engage with local cultures. Cook's approach emphasized safety, comfort, and accessibility, making travel to the region feasible for a wider audience. His efforts not only boosted tourism to Egypt but also fostered greater interest in the history and archaeology of the region. The success of the Egyptian tours prompted Cook to expand his offerings to include other parts of the Middle East, such as Palestine and Syria. These destinations were particularly popular among religious pilgrims seeking to visit biblical sites. Cook's ability to cater to this niche market demonstrated his keen understanding of diverse customer needs. By offering well-organized and affordable pilgrimages, he tapped into a growing demand for spiritual travel, further diversifying his portfolio. In addition to the Middle East, Cook turned his attention to North America, a continent that was rapidly emerging as a destination for international travelers. In 1866, he organized his first tour to the United States, taking a group of British tourists across the Atlantic. The itinerary included visits to major cities such as New York, Boston, and Washington, D.C., as well as excursions to natural wonders like Niagara Falls. This venture was groundbreaking, showcasing Cook's ability to adapt his business model to the unique challenges of transatlantic travel. The American tours were particularly popular among British tourists eager to explore the New World and experience its cultural and geographical diversity. Cook's meticulous planning ensured that travelers could navigate the complexities of international travel with ease. He arranged transportation, accommodations, and sightseeing activities, providing a seamless experience that minimized stress and maximized enjoyment. These tours strengthened cultural ties between Britain and the United States, fostering a sense of mutual curiosity and appreciation. Cook's global expansion reached new heights in the 1870s with the introduction of tours to Asia. India, in particular, became a focal point for his ventures, attracting tourists interested in its rich history, diverse cultures, and exotic landscapes. Cook's tours to India included visits to iconic landmarks such as the Taj Mahal, Jaipur's palaces, and the bustling streets of Kolkata. These journeys offered participants a unique blend of exploration and cultural immersion, reflecting Cook's commitment to creating meaningful travel experiences. The logistical challenges of organizing tours in far-flung destinations required innovative solutions. Cook established partnerships with local agencies and transportation providers to ensure the smooth operation of his tours. He also introduced standardized itineraries and prearranged services, which simplified travel for participants and enhanced their overall experience. These innovations set new standards for the travel industry, demonstrating Cook's ability to adapt to the demands of an increasingly interconnected world. Cook's international ventures were not without challenges. Political instability, cultural differences, and unforeseen disruptions often tested his resilience. However, his unwavering commitment to customer satisfaction and his ability to navigate complex situations enabled him to overcome these obstacles. His work laid the groundwork for a global travel industry, creating opportunities for people to connect across borders and cultures. By the end of the 1870s, Thomas Cook and Son had established itself as a global enterprise, offering tours to destinations across Europe, the Middle East, North America, and Asia. This period of expansion was a testament to Cook's vision and determination, as well as his belief in the transformative power of travel. His efforts not only revolutionized tourism but also contributed to a broader cultural exchange, fostering understanding and appreciation among people from different parts of the world. Cook's international ventures reflected his commitment to making travel accessible, educational, and enjoyable. He believed that exploring new places and cultures could broaden horizons, inspire creativity, and promote a sense of global citizenship. This philosophy guided his work and left a lasting legacy, shaping the way people approach travel and tourism. As Thomas Cook's travel empire expanded to a global scale, he faced numerous challenges that tested his ingenuity and resilience. The complexity of managing large-scale operations, the unpredictability of international travel, and the growing competition in the industry posed significant hurdles. Despite these obstacles, Cook remained steadfast in his mission to make travel accessible and transformative for all, leaving a profound legacy in the process. One of the major challenges Cook faced was the financial strain of running a business that required substantial upfront investments. From chartering trains and steamships to securing accommodations and hiring local guides, the costs of organizing tours were significant. Cook often had to negotiate extensively with railway companies and other service providers to secure favorable terms. While his ability to secure discounts and partnerships was a hallmark of his success, The financial risks were ever present, particularly during periods of economic downturn or political instability. Competition also emerged as a significant factor as other entrepreneurs entered the burgeoning travel industry. Some sought to replicate Cook's business model, offering similar tours and packages at competitive prices. This increased competition forced Cook to continually innovate and differentiate his services. He responded by expanding his offerings, introducing new destinations, and enhancing the overall travel experience. His relentless focus on quality and customer satisfaction ensured that Thomas Cook & Son maintained its position as a leader in the industry. Another challenge Cook faced was the cultural and logistical complexity of organizing international tours. Navigating language barriers, differing customs, and varying infrastructure across countries required meticulous planning and adaptability. Cook's success in overcoming these challenges was largely due to his ability to forge strong partnerships with local agents and service providers. He also invested in training staff to ensure they could meet the high standards expected by his clients. These efforts underscored Cook's commitment to providing a seamless and enjoyable travel experience. Despite these challenges, Cook's contributions to the travel industry were transformative. He pioneered the concept of inclusive package tours, which provided travelers with an all-in-one solution for their journeys. His innovations, such as prepaid vouchers and standardized itineraries, simplified the travel process and set new benchmarks for efficiency and convenience. Cook's emphasis on education and cultural exchange also elevated travel from a mere leisure activity to a meaningful pursuit that broadened perspectives and fostered understanding. As Cook's business grew, he began to delegate more responsibilities to his son, John Mason Cook, who joined the company in the 1850s. John played a crucial role in expanding the firm's operations, particularly in international markets. While father and son occasionally clashed over business decisions, their collaboration was instrumental in the company's continued success. Under John's leadership, Thomas Cook & Son expanded its services to include travel insurance, currency exchange, and other ancillary offerings, further enhancing its appeal to customers. Thomas Cook's later years were marked by a gradual withdrawal from active business operations. By the 1870s, he had largely handed over the reins to John, focusing instead on his philanthropic interests and personal pursuits. Cook remained deeply committed to his Baptist faith and continued to support social causes, particularly those aligned with the temperance movement. He also took pride in the enduring success of the company he had founded, which by then had become a household name synonymous with travel and exploration. In 1892, Thomas Cook passed away at the age of 83, leaving behind a legacy that reshaped the world of travel. His life's work had democratized travel, making it accessible to people from all walks of life. Cook's vision and innovations not only transformed the travel industry, but also contributed to a broader cultural shift, promoting the idea of travel as a means of education, connection, and personal growth. Cook's legacy lives on in the continued success of Thomas Cook & Son, which remained a major player in the travel industry for over a century. His pioneering spirit and commitment to excellence continue to inspire generations of travelers and entrepreneurs. Through his work, Cook demonstrated the power of vision and perseverance, showing that even the most ambitious dreams can be realized with determination and creativity. In reflecting on Cook's life, it becomes clear that his contributions extended far beyond the realm of business. He was a trailblazer who understood the potential of travel to transform individuals and societies. His work broke down barriers, fostered understanding, and opened up new possibilities for exploration and discovery. Thomas Cook's story is not just the tale of a successful entrepreneur, but also a testament to the enduring value of curiosity, innovation, and human connection. Thomas Cook was more than an entrepreneur. He was a visionary whose work transformed travel into an accessible, enriching, and transformative experience. His journey from a humble woodturner to the founder of a global travel empire epitomizes the power of innovation and determination. Cook's life was driven by a commitment to social progress, rooted in his Baptist faith and temperance principles. His desire to make travel a tool for education, moral improvement, and cultural exchange shaped the foundations of modern tourism. By organizing the first group excursions, Cook revolutionized transportation and leisure for the burgeoning middle class. His package tours and prepaid vouchers simplified the complexities of travel, bringing the dream of exploration within reach for ordinary people. Cook's meticulous attention to logistics, focus on customer satisfaction, and tireless advocacy for affordable travel made him a pioneer in an industry that was, until his time, reserved for the elite. Cook's impact extended far beyond the practical aspects of travel. He was a bridge builder, facilitating cross-cultural exchange and fostering a deeper understanding of the world's diversity. Whether organizing tours to European capitals, Middle Eastern historical sites, or the wonders of Asia and North America, he encouraged his clients to embrace the unfamiliar with curiosity and respect. Though his later years saw him step back from the day-to-day operations of his company, Cook's legacy endured through his son and the continued evolution of Thomas Cook & Son. The company expanded into a multifaceted enterprise offering services such as travel insurance, currency exchange, and international tours, solidifying its place as a global leader in the travel industry for over a century. Today, Thomas Cook's name remains synonymous with travel. His innovations, package tours, detailed travel guides, and organized group excursions have become cornerstones of the modern tourism industry. More importantly, his belief in travel as a force for good, an instrument of education, cultural connection, and personal growth, resonates strongly in today's interconnected world. In essence, Thomas Cook democratized the art of travel, transforming it from an elite privilege into a shared human experience. His story serves as a reminder of the transformative power of vision, hard work, and a steadfast belief in the possibilities of connection and exploration. Thomas Cook's legacy lives on, inspiring countless travelers and shaping the way we explore the world today.